cat doesn't seem to want to be part of this video. Come on, hi Musha. You say hi to the camera. No? He's not happy. Hello friends, I'm Anissa and I'm back with another video. Today I want to share with you my TBR for September, or at least very sort of loose plans that I have for myself. September is my birthday month, so I always try to find something that I really enjoy. So let's start out by talking about books that I'm working on right now and I hope to finish over September. Magic Bleeds by Ilona Andrews. This is book 4 in the Kate Daniels series. I am 82 pages into it. And we have Sword of Darkness by Colleen McGregor. I haven't touched it at all in months, so I definitely need to get back to this one. My buddy read. This is my buddy read with Shannon. And I am currently listening to a Danish fantasy book called Blodets Sti, or The Bloody Path, by Tobias Stenbæk Bro. So those 3 will definitely be worked on over the month. My plan for September is to try and see if I can finish a whole bunch of series, because I have a lot of books that are last in the series, so I'd really like to do that. That would be awesome. I have fantasies and historical romance, so let's see, and a sci-fi. The first one we have here is Winter by Marissa Meyer. I know this is enormous and should not be one I want to read, but I have read through these books so fast every time I read them, so I don't think it's gonna be that big of a challenge. So I might actually try and see if I can get through this one. And then I have The Dark Day's Deceit, which is the last and final book in the Lady Helen trilogy, which is a historical fantasy series set in the 1800s, in Victorian time. I really enjoyed both the first and the second book. The second book a little bit more than the first one, so I really have high hopes for the ending of this one. Then I have The House of Many Ways by Diana Wynne Jones, the last and final book in her House Moving Castle series trilogy. This is definitely going to be a quick one because the text is fairly large. It is a middle grade or young adult at least, and I have usually been reading like 60 pages an hour, so looking forward to seeing what this one will be. I love Diana Wynne Jones' writing, so excited. And then I also have The Flappers Scandalous Elopement by Laurie Robinson. This is the last and final book in the Sisters of the Roaring 20 series that I started earlier in the year. So I have those 4 physical books that I can finish and read. That is with my own eyes kind of thing. Then we have audios. In my audio at home, I figure I'm going to be listening to the Lord of the Rings, the last part of the Lord of the Rings story trilogy thing, which is The Return of the King. So very excited to listen to the end of this. I've really enjoyed the first 2 books, obviously. This is a world I'm very familiar with, obviously from the movies, but it's been a lot of fun experiencing the actual work behind the movies. So in terms of audios, other audios I have Ruby Fever by Ilona Andrews, and I know this is not necessarily the last one because it's going to be continuing, but this is the last one that follows this character. So it's the 6th book in the Hidden Legacy series, but the next era is going to be following a new character. So I count this as sort of an end to something. And I have the last one in Jessie Lee's series, Off Limits Attractions, which is the last one in her Heirs of Hansel series. Really looking forward to finishing that one. I know it's gonna be a really quick read. I also have One Baby Daddy by Megan Quinn. I loved her first 2 books in this series. They were so much fun. Like, she has such a humor to her books. I really have enjoyed the romances as well, so very excited to see where this one will go. And finally, I have Wicked by Night by Janine Frost, the last and final book in the Rebel Knight series, which is, I think, the current last series set in the Night Hunters universe. I'm not sure about this, if there's going to be more spin-offs, but very, very excited to finish that one off. So those are the serious like things that I can read from in terms of closing off some series. Then I also have thought about, I don't know why, but I've had the urge to try out some old Colleen Hoover books just to see where I fall on the spectrum, because I've read some that I haven't enjoyed and I've read some that I've really enjoyed. So I'd like to read some of her books and see how it works with me, if I can continue with it. So I decided to try out, maybe someday, Ugly Love and November 9. Those 3 books are like the oldest of her sort of standalone books. I know that maybe someday it actually has some sequels, but you can read it on its own. So I'm going to see how things goes with those 3 if I end up doing this, and I might vlog it in a themed vlog. We'll see how things goes with that. But yeah, that was my first, like, that's generally my plans for the month. I don't know. I thought about taking part in Bookopalathon, but I haven't found time to print out the board, and I don't know if I'm going to do that now. So I'm just gonna see where things go, and hopefully get some reading mojo back in my life. Actually August was pretty good, so it's not that bad, but I hope that I can get even more read in September, October, November, whatever we're going to now. So yeah, that is my update for now. So definitely let me know in the comments down below what plans you have for September, if you have any specific reading plans. I remember once thinking that a lot of people had like September being September sequels, or sequel September or something like that. So I think the finishing of series kind of thing is a good vibe in that. But yeah, very excited about my own plans, so we'll see where things land. And yeah, I hope you're all doing well. This is everything I have for you today. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Goodbye.